What up, y'all? I am back at the farm today to defrost some frames. I'll show y'all what that looks like, what it even means here in a second. So I came here a few days ago. Shout out to my friend Gadoja for giving me some frames that have some drawn comb in them. Drawn comb is just the honeycomb. You can see it's drawn out or raised from just the plain black foundation, plastic foundation that the bees drew out. And I put it in the freezer for about 2 days because that essentially just confirms that there's nothing drawn on them, no sorts of bugs or anything, I guess like bacteria or anything like that you really wouldn't want in your beehive from another beehive, from these. So this is what they start out as. As they get going, you can see it's already starting to be raised out. So I'm excited to let these thaw out for another day or two, and then I'll be able to pop them into some of my hives, which desperately need some comb, so the queens can lay some babies in here. You can put more nectar in here, and it kind of will tie into another reason why I'm here at the farm today. But essentially that reason is to start feeding my bees. Something that I really didn't want to do, but something that I think that I will start to have to do at this point, just because this comb that the bees draw out takes a lot of their energy. One of the hardest things for the bees to do is to make this honeycomb because the nectar, which they turn into honey, and the pollen, they can go out to all the trees, plants, flowers that are out there and just gather it. Whereas the wax that they're building on these frames, they make from their body. So it requires a lot more energy. So I think I'm gonna have to supplement them with a little bit of sugar syrup, which is just sugar and water. So a little bit less than a 1-to-1 ratio of sugar to water. So in the fall and winter, I give them like a heavier sugar mix, either straight sugar cubes or kind of a 2-to-1 ratio of sugar to water. Right now I'm doing even less than 1-to-1. So I didn't do this at all last year, and I didn't really want to in spring, especially while kind of the nectar flow is going on right now. But at this point, I'm kind of nervous, and I've seen so many signs that the bees are looking to swarm, which is just leaving their hives because they're running out of room. Because even when I give them brand new foundations, the black foundations, I don't think they have enough energy or time to draw out the wax, the honeycomb, before the queen is ready to leave, because she doesn't have any more room to lay. So I'm gonna show you all how I do that, what kind of contraption I put into the hive to feed them, and yeah, doing some other chores around the farm today. So I'm gonna get into it, check things out, see how it goes. So I'm back out here with the frames that my friend gave me that I froze, and I'm gonna put these into some hives that needed. I put this box up here a couple days ago with just some black foundation, and I think they could really use these, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. Boom. These are what you call internal feeders. I'll show you how it works. Essentially, you just fill these up with water and sugar, and I'll show you the process here in a minute of what that looks like in terms of mixing it together. But you place these on top, and the bees will actually climb down into here to be able to drink a little bit of feed. So it really helps them out a lot. So I'm gonna get that ready here in just a sec. It's been 2 days. I had to do another freeze, and I'll explain why here in just a sec. So I think the obvious question is, I just got some stuff out the freezer a couple days ago. What did I have to do this time? This time, I froze the feeders. I realized last time that when I got my feeders, there were some dead bees in there just because I kind of left them out in my shed. And I didn't want to take a risk on anything gross being in there. So I froze these as well. So I'm gonna fill them up with warm water, get them thawed out, then put some sugar in them and go feed my bees some sugar water. So I just wanted to add in that I did almost a 1-to-1 ratio for the sugar water or sugar syrup, but actually a little bit less than 1-to-1. So in this case, I did about 2/3 cup sugar to every 1 full cup of water. So it's really not too heavy of a sugar syrup, but I just wanted to give them something to supplement their energy to be able to make more wax right now this springtime. So I've just been sitting here for the last couple minutes, just mixing the sugar water. It's warm water, so the sugar is dissolved pretty well now, but I'm gonna go ahead and pop these feeders back into them, and then I'll be taking them over to my hive soon, in just a couple minutes. I think this hive right here is gonna be the first hive that I give feeder to, because I just made them a couple days ago and gave them a few new frames of foundation. So I want them to have the energy to be able to build the honeycomb that they need to build. This last feeder is gonna go into the whole hive right here. So I'm gonna set it up and show y'all. So I put some black foundations, just plastic foundation, into this whole hive about last week. And I wasn't sure if they would have the energy to be able to fill those foundations out with honeycomb, but I was surprised in that they were making really good progress. So I'm actually not gonna give them the feeder because I think they're doing a good job right now, just with their own strength. So I'm gonna put it into a different hive. So since that hive, Double Double did not need the feeder, I'm coming to Creme Brulee next, which they're doing pretty well, but they have a couple frames of empty comb, and I don't have a deep ready to give them on top, but I am gonna give them these half sheets, which I should be able to pop out later. None of my beehives have ever liked the half combs, but I'm gonna give it another shot. You know, another year in the apiary, hopefully somebody will take to it. So I'm gonna give them the feeder, and then hopefully they'll enjoy using it.